Yeah, hello everybody. We're down on location. Down at the no secret here. It's the railroad bus depot, railroad train station with the Greyhound bus depot. I'm on the east side. Whoa, sounds like a train's coming. Wow, we might be. Well, I wonder if you'll still be able to hear me, but that is pretty awesome to be that close. It's quieting down. It was a short train. This is the reason why I'm here, down here right now. I'm down on the east side of the train station, and I had mentioned before in an earlier video that over at that this is the birthplace of Redding, because it's a train town, as a train station, and when they got here in 1872. And it was originally on this east side, which is now primarily the local buses, the Raba, and the Greyhound has a nice little kiosk. I was checking it out earlier. And they have some other objects of interest down here people can look at. And I was going to do like a drive-by history episode, but you can't drive your vehicle down this part of it. So I'm going to I was going to point out a couple other objects, but when I saw this big guy here, it got me thinking that I could do the whole segment on this. And you know what this is called? Anybody? A donkey steam engine. And it was heroic in its days for the work it saved in the labor in the woods. It was all steam operated engine that pulled the cables that they would drag up into the trees in the forest and pull down logs. And it was all run by steam power, which is a remarkable time in the world's history. Steam wasn't invented in Redding or in America. The steam-powered engine was more or less perfected in England. There's a man, I believe his name is Thomas, I can't remember the last name, but he's known as kind of inventing it as we know it as a steam engine. But harnessing the power of the steam, it's not that much different than a tea kettle on your stove. You can know how hot and powerful when they start whistling they can be. So this is a guy called the donkey steam engine, and it sounds like an Old West name or something, but I was looking it up earlier, and it came from the shipping industry. Merchants on big merchant ships, they would have a side engine that would, a littler engine that would pull up cargo and whatnot, and they called it a donkey engine. That's where this came from. But it's mighty powerful, and it was such to use a cliche, a game changer for logging, because they could run the cable out into the forest where the tree is down and pull it back with this. I might add, with coming up downtown, we're having a steam celebration that was neat. It kind of coincides with this because they're acknowledging the downtown here with the new market main street. There's an art project there that's 3, what I understand, steam whistles, and they're gonna set them off for the first time this Friday on the 21st. And I just think it was really neat that they picked steam, because it did have so much effect and positive impact here with this kind of work that they would drag these out into the woods. You can see they're like on skids, and they would just set them up, and once they got them running, boy, they could really pull in the trees and load them up. And they had their own whistle as well, because the cable would go out so far, the guy couldn't hear when they were going to start pulling the cable. You know, it was a cable set. It's like a choker setter. And the logs, they still have it in the forest. But so they had their own whistle. So it was not just lunchtime and work's over, but it's actually important signals. A couple of toots meant the logs being pulled, or ducked for cover with 3 toots, whatever it might be. It was it looks like the little door. Because you have to have fuel. Yeah, that's all. There's no interpretive sign down here. Maybe it was taken off. Looks like there's a little sign right there, taken off. It's basically heating up the water and enjoying the steam power and all its effects on labor. And now downtown is actually going to feature it. And this is like a little history around town, and it ties in with the steam festival coming up, the Redding steam whistles. And this is an object of big beast that was run by steam and saved a lot of labor for a lot of guys. It's very dangerous. They'd blow up sometimes, the pressure and such. But if you ever get a chance to walk down here, they've done a good job. Or you just can't drive through, no vehicles. I found that out, and that's fine. But I'm going to wrap it up. I think we're just about. Hope you just didn't think I went on too long and I was full of hot air talking about steam. Couldn't resist. All right, everybody should be doing good. Take care, hang in there. Keep your eye out for some history. We got some good around Redding, and this is one piece downtown. This is Jay signing off for now. Thank you.